Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E474, a 1956P plastic tubed roll. How is everybody doing this afternoon? I hope all is well. I had just got done breaking these out of their entombed roll, the Megrig tubes. We will go ahead and get this reveal started. I just scheduled it and started it, so I'll give people a couple of minutes to get in here. A wonderful day down here in Southwest Florida. Already 90 degrees and sunny. All right, we got the viewer count going up. We'll get some people in chat, and there is Stan Horn. Good morning. And we will get this started. Nanostacks. Hope all is well. We've got a reveal after this, the 56D roll, and then I got a 61D roll tomorrow at 5 in the afternoon. We'll be doing a reveal sales show. All right, we'll go ahead with coin number 1 for Carl. There are a few, not a lot, a few double die obverses and a few double die reverses. There's some bar L's, some doubled eyelids, even one on In God. Then we have a couple of class 6 on E Pluribus. Most of them show thickness right in this area, doubling right there. And then this would be like a big oval. And then thickness on the letters. We don't do Philadelphia late wheats that often because there's not a ton to find, but we got to look once in a while. Can't find it if we don't look for it. A little later die state coins. Die crack over VDB. We'll be looking until I can figure out which dies are which. We'll look at the reverses. As I start learning the dies by markers on the obverse, I will probably stop looking at the reverse. This was the ender at one point. Coin number 4, Sissy. Very good broadcast on Frostbite's channel this morning. Learned some counterfeit stuff. Always interesting to learn stuff that you're not real familiar with. Jack Young is really good at it. Then, of course, we had Mike Nottleman. He was always entertaining and knowledgeable, as usual. Next coin, Stan. I wish I would have had a little more to offer. Nice little die chip on the 6. That would be a die marker that I will use. If I see that again, I probably will not. Look at the reverse. Yeah, I wish I would have had more to offer, but I was just taking it in. Counterfeits are definitely not my specialty. Been dealing with contractors at this house all week. A little die chip on the wheat there. Die crack going through the right wheat. Ooh, look at that. Nice die chip there. Die cracks also in the N right here and in the E. Coin 7, Taco John. Die crack on the forehead. We've seen this one before. That's the same die as the last coin. Coin number 8, Paul Hampton. If you have any requests for dates for the reveal show tomorrow, just let me know. I will do what I can do. I know Dirty Water wants to do a 75p after he found that DDO in one of his hunts. But I've got to dig through. I've got a bunch of rolls, but I don't have anything that I can grab that's original bank wrapped. Next coin, Jim Fletcher. But yeah, dealing with these contractors, it seemed like all week, always stuff coming up. So hopefully I will be done with them by Wednesday or so, and can get back to where I do it Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Get back in my routine. Waiting on a package from Chuck, then I'll start mailing coins to you guys. Late die state reverse. Coin 11, Shinbone. Die crack on the forehead. Different die crack though. Evidence of die transfer. Coin number 12, Mickey. Little machine doubling on this coin. Coin 13, Frostbite. Seen this before, so I won't be looking at the reverse. Got the large die chip on the 6. Coin 14, Dan. Different die, a nice die chip on the forehead. So a lot of these are made with die pairs that are ready to be removed, I'm sure. They were definitely close to the end of their life. Coin for Carl. bit of a die clash right there. I've seen this. No, I haven't. Look at that. That is what is referred to as an EIR, similar to a BIE or an IIB, but in between the E and the R. Can be minorly collectible. Guess I should look at the reverse on that one, since that is the first coin like that. Real late die state, real big evidence of die transfer. Die crack on the E, on the T. Coin 16, Kurt. Got a die clash, got a big die chip. Same die as last time. All right, so 2 of those of the IEIR. Coin 17. Let me see if Cuds on Coins is up. It isn't. I wonder if it is deceased. It has not been available for a few days now. It is, Stan. I'll show you. This one showed it. This is a die pair we've seen. It's called indirect die transfer. So basically, this is the outline of his bust. This one doesn't show it as good as some of the others do. Yeah, this is the other side. I'll show it on one of the other ones that's got a later die state. And it's basically the image transferring through the coin being struck after time. There's with our die chip on the forehead. See if this one, I think this one had it better. No, not too much better. You can see the bottom of the head a little bit right here. And how it's a little bit indented. Coin 19, Tim. What I'm looking at I don't think it's a rim cub, but there is definitely something in the die right there. We've seen this die pair. Coin 20, Sissy. Looking at coins on videos. It is up. Oh. Huh. I can't get to it for some reason. I'll have to try again later, I suppose. It just has a circle and comes up that it's not available. Let me try it again. And I'll leave it running in the background. Coin 21, Kurt, we found a good one. It had big interior die break, or what was used to be called interior die break. See right there. That's the Oh, maybe we got it. Maybe it's up. Site can't be reached. Well, I'll play with it later. Coin 22. Is it still the same address? Or is it got a new address? I do not look at it that often, so I don't know. Don't use the shortcut. Google it and go that way. That's what I did. See if there's something else. Yeah, it says it's not available to me. Not sure. That is what I am using. And it says it's not available to me. Not sure. Guess I'll have to play with it after my broadcasts. Because we had a really good die crack on the head of the 2005s that we did. I don't know. It says that I've only visited one time in the last year, so I don't know why I would be, but you never know, I suppose. I don't say anything. I don't even know if there's a forum or anything on there to get banned. Not that I say anything to get banned anyways. All I do is offer people help in my opinions on coins. So I suppose in some worlds that would get you banned. These weren't, was it a spiked head? I don't remember now. But it was broke. It was like really shattered all into this part of the hair. That one is pretty big. That's the EIR. That one might be listed. That was what I was going to look for right there. Coin 26 for Carl. Coin 27, Shinbone. Got the die chip on the 6, seen that before. I wonder if those coins are still, no, they took them out. Put them on the sorting table. I was going to look for one. I know that some of the 2 of the last 5 coins had it. The die chip on the 6 again. Coin 29, Frostbite. How can I be losing my voice already? I barely talk. This should be the EER. Or EIR. Coin 30, Frank. Ever since, not COVID, but when I got sick the time before COVID, my voice, if I talk a little bit sometimes, I lose it. Have to see how it is at the end of the broadcast. I should be able to do the next one at this point. Coin 31. Carl. Our die chip. It is listed. This one is listed? All right. So you guys got that. What's it listed as? So you can get on Cuds and Coins as well. All right. Coin 32, Brad. Gets our little die chip on the 6th die pair. Coin 33, Matt. Coin 34 for Mark. Yeah, I am not sure what's going on with that. Maybe I'll try doing it in a different browser. Maybe it just doesn't like my Google, or my antivirus might not like the site. That is one thing, since I started broadcasting, I definitely need antivirus. It seems like I get picked on all the time with people trying to get in. Coin 36 for Stan. Anybody got any interesting finds or good finds lately? Don't think I've asked within the week. 56001. All right. Ooh, that's a good one. Actually, all of those are pretty good. 54S4, I think, is really good. Yeah, we've been finding an E. Is this it here? No, this is the other one with the die chip. We've been finding an EIR in this roll, and it is listed as LDB5 1956-001 B5SEL. So that's cool. Otis, welcome. Reminder, I will be back. I think my voice will allow it to do the 56D roll I have scheduled at 1 this afternoon. Probably take about 5 minutes in between, get a drink, move around, stuff like that. 45 1D09, 40S 1D02. All right. If I remember right, the 40S 1D02 is not a bad one. I found a couple 57 DRPMs in a partial roll I looked through, and a couple 61 DRPMs in a partial roll I looked through, but I haven't identified them yet. Just stacked them on the desk like I usually do. But that is going to stop. I am starting to catch up. Took a lot longer than I expected. I could have probably not worked for 3 weeks in Still not caught up, but I am catching up while I'm doing these. 45S 1D01. Now that's a good one. I've found those before. That's pretty cool. Now this should be the EIR, or as Stan says, LDB5 1956 001 B5 SEL. Boy, that's a long attribution number. Coin 42, Mickey. Coin 43, Frostbite. Our little die chip on the forehead. Found another 56D 1MM1. That's a good one. And a WDDR 26 2014 nickel. Is that doubled door, Stan? Like the top of the door doubled? I always liked finding those. Oh, and I did get your package, Stan, so you know. Thank you so much. Reverse. I can say I think I have only found DDR one time in 25 years searching 56. I have found doubled eyelids and stuff, but I've never found a lot of the class 6s, and I know there's 2 or 3 of them out there that are really nice. 57P is the same way. Coin 47, Brad. And this is the EIR die pair. Coin 48 for Stan. Little machine doubling. A little earlier reverse than most of these coins have had. IT, welcome. You are back on the Bethel Ann. This is another EIR handle on YouTube. Good to have you back. And the final coin for this roll is for me. I always take an ender if I get in these rolls. You're back. Good to have you back. Ooh, look at that. This is the one that's got the die break here and the die break up there. So this has got some... This is probably on Cuds on Coins right here. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. Give me 5 minutes or so, and I will get the next reveal going. It is this roll right here. It is already untuned. And here is the flips. I want to thank everybody for joining, and I hope to see you in 5 minutes or so to the next reveal. I will talk to you soon.